Ladies and gentlemen, fellow patriots, today is the day that global warming, the myth of global warming, has died. These scientists, the same scientists who said that by 2014 there'd be no more polar bears, no more walruses, no more penguins, Florida would be underwater, California would be underwater. The same scientists who teamed up with Al Gore to make An Inconvenient Lie of a movie, saying that all the ice caps would be gone by 2014, are now saying that by 2030, the Earth will be plunged into another mini ice age, and the River Thames in London will be so cold you can skate on it during winter. Now, if you live in Canada, like in the GTA where I am, or in Ottawa, Montreal, Western Canada, you'll realize it is cold as hell outside. And I go out there and I'm just thinking to myself, it is really, really cold. And I have some very high-tech snow gear which can warm up the North Pole, and it's still a little chilly. And people might say, oh, this is a curse. God is cursing Canada. And maybe God has every right to curse Canada for what's been going on in this country. The long-haired Mac Daddy bringing in ISIS terrorists, allowing knives on planes, giving billions of our tax dollars to other countries, illegals coming into Canada. We don't know who they are, not vetting them. God is punishing. But I am saying, and God has spoken to me, and I have a very close relationship with God. This is a blessing. And this is God telling me that this is a blessing. And the reason this is a blessing is because these scientists and these politicians and these global warming alarmists have been caught with their pants down. Any politician who says the word global warming will be run out of town on a rail. They will be chased with pitchforks and fire torches. Now they've made up a new word, climate change, because they know global warming has slapped them right in the face. They said, oh, this is what's only going to happen. It's going to just get warmer and warmer and warmer and warmer. And now the scientists are saying it's going to get colder. It's like when the weather changes into the opposite direction of what they said was going to happen, they adapt with what the weather's doing so that they don't look like they're conning the rest of the world. But the world is beginning to realize that they've just been macked. And these scientists and these global warming alarmists, they're just mini Mac Daddies. And then you got the grand Mac Daddy, Justin Trudeau, giving a carbon tax, which is actually going to be worse for the environment, according to his logic, because, you know, all those carbon jobs will go to other countries like China, and they'll spew even more carbon into the atmosphere because China doesn't have the environmental regulations we do, and that's what a carbon tax will do. So this is what's happening. God has deliberately put these global warming alarmists in a sticky situation. He has deliberately put egg on their faces and all over them, all over their body. They're swimming in egg right now. And the people of the world are realizing that they have just been conned. And nobody wants to give their money, their hard-earned tax dollars, to the government in the name of carbon tax. If you just give your money to the government, if you just give all your money to the government, just give all your money to the government, all the polar bears will be alive, all the penguins will be alive, all the walruses will be alive, and all the ice caps will stay where they are, and we'll play God and everything will be okay. Is it slightly possible that this is all just the weather? Now, I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I am not somebody who is saying that an excess of carbon is a good thing. But carbon taxes and macking the world is not the way to do it. What you have to do is, you know, if you cut down a tree, replant it, every business on the planet plants one tree a month. That is how you'll make the world a healthier place. Clean up our water, but don't say carbon tax. That's actually worse for the environment, and that's worse for our checkbooks. Don't say that we're going to get rid of all the carbon jobs on the planet, getting rid of people's jobs and you know, the little job that they have. There are some communities in the world where the only thing they rely on are carbon-based jobs. West Virginia, coal is a huge thing. You get rid of coal jobs, West Virginia is worse than Somalia or Afghanistan or some poor-ass country. West Virginia is nothing after that. You get rid of coal jobs, West Virginia is nothing. Everybody in West Virginia is poor, hungry, living under a bridge. That's it. So that's how I would do. And I think that's what maybe the elitists want, you know. Maybe this is a whole new world order thing. But global warming, the myth of global warming has died. It's dead. It's completely dead. Never to return again. Goodbye, global warming. They're going to try and call it climate change now. But the people are beginning to realize that the world elite are macking us into, you know, running into a frenzy. They said the world was going to burn up by 2014. We'd all be burning in hell right now. There's actually satellite images showing that the ice caps have actually grown over the years. Al Gore, the attention whore, said there would be no ice caps by 2014, and now they're growing. And now the newspapers in Europe and the Daily Express in England, I'll give you the link to that, said that there's going to be a mini ice age by 2030. So which one is it going to be, scientists? Which one is it going to be? Is it global warming or ice age? Global warming or ice age? Global warming or ice age? Pick one. But stop trying to Mac the world, you little mini Mac daddies. Stop trying to Mac the world. Is it global warming? Are we all going to burn up in hell? Or is it going to be ice age? Are we all going to turn into popsicles? This is the Arana Nation. Have a very happy new year, everybody. And don't get macked by these scientists and these mini Mac daddies and these global warming alarmists, because global warming is dead!